Hello, this is one of our locations. We have a nice entry dock where it could be actually free from the rain and the elements. Right now it's raining outside, and this is one of the locations where we can come inside to load on this loading dock here. We can load our fruits and vegetables and other things that we buy right here in this loading dock. Several cars could move in here at one time, and it could be very nice as far as having people to get their food and be out of the elements, especially in the wintertime, which we're coming up to, and at other times of rain like it is right now. So now when we come up here, we've got a 7,200 square foot space, a little bit more than that. This space right here is what we're talking about. And it could be as we have a wall right here, we can put a wall right here. I'm thinking maybe a community kitchen over in that area. And so that, go ahead and pan over there. So that area could have the community kitchen. And this building, of course, is we have come closer to me so you can hear my voice better. This building has the capacity for maintaining or containing a lot of people in here and being like a feeder into the rest of the city. And with a convenient pickup like that there in the dock, we could build this out and have some freezer spaces and some refrigeration spaces. We've got a lot of natural light here. The fish, the aquaculture and the aquaculture system, we have natural light for the plants that are growing. And so these natural plants, the natural light could feed our plants okay, the natural light could provide a great source of plants that we would grow there, of salad greens and other things that we can grow from the aquaculture system. We can do cold water fish as well as warm water fish, and freshwater and saltwater as well. So there's a lot of capacity in this space, and this is the smallest of the two spaces from Northside and Clifton that I'm looking at right now. So this is really a space with a lot of potential here. And we've got a wall. This wall here is underground. So the earth is on the other side of this wall. And that would provide a lot of natural cooling and keep our cooling bills a little bit lower in the summertime, and our heat bills lower in the wintertime. And then we've got an exposed wall over here where we have the benefit of the light, so the natural light. All right, let's go from here. All right, now I just want to go ahead and stop it. one entrance right there. So this is the way to come in. There's the door that will normally be, that you come in at, and where my car is over there is where people would park up that way. And also the other entrance where a lot of pickups could be done is right here. The major, if we have a lot of scheduled pickups, I mean, we could have a major influx of people here and be real convenient rather than having to park over here and walk in here and up the steps and over to this section. But these windows are those windows that we saw from the inside, and the air exit right there, but the air vent. So this one-way street, when you come out, you're not supposed to go that way. You're supposed to come up this way and turn right on that one way and exit that way. So there's our space to consider. So when you go out, you're supposed to turn right. Instead of going the really short way, maybe we could do something about that with city people. And we'll go this way. So here's our spot right there. Little church here. We have the same space as the artists. And we have another one way. So if you're getting off the expressway, you come right that way. You turn left right there and come here to Essex Studios. So this is the front parking lot, and that is that. And this school, I don't know. So if you're coming this way, you have this light to go on. You can go north on 71, of course, on East McMillan here, which you see right there. But the way to get back over to that side of town, over to Mount Auburn or something, is to go this way instead of up there. So you can come up here, just go on Wayne, and it's rather quick and easy to get back over to the other side of Reading Road. And I think most people would probably not be going to work, so it wouldn't be that big of a deal on getting back on 71 to go north. Or if you're going south on 71, you would come this way. You could come this way as well. And then you end up right down here on Reading Road. Ranshoff Corner, Reading and Morgan. So there we are. So if you're coming up from Reading Road off of, say, out of the south, out of Kentucky or over 471, you would come up this way, up Reading Road, exiting off of Florence, you know, and just right up here is the entrance to our potential site, the Essex Studios site by the Union College. So it's right here. There we go. Now here's the spot on Knowlton and Apple, which is the former Save-A-Lot grocery store. Great wall for putting up the information about the store, and a great parking lot here. It is a community hangout a lot of the time, it seems. And there's a spot right here where the 3,000 square feet of this mess could be a garden. So that goes with it, that grassy area there, that spot. And this could be a load-out area, perhaps, I think. Oh, that's an interesting dock. What's your name?
Miles.
Miles, I'm Michael.
Michael,
So, nice meeting you. And yeah, I'm filming it because we're looking at a few different locations for a real food community center.
Okay.
And a real food community center would be taking this and like getting rid of the graffiti,
yeah,
but maybe putting up some artsy graffiti, and then doing something with the store on the inside, where we have a private wholesale buying club. And private, usually people think, oh, it'd be expensive. Actually, it'd be cheaper.
So it's like members only?
Members only.
Yeah.
But you put
like
up
a food co-op.
Yeah, it's like a food co-op. You put up $25, you put up $200. It depends on what you're spending every week, you know, for your food. And we build it out with some aquaculture in there, and fish and plants growing, and all kinds of cool stuff. Have a community kitchen. So if you want to make flax crackers, you come in and rent the kitchen for 8 hours or whatever it takes to make the flax crackers, and other breads or whatever you want to make, you know, and then you've got a built-in market. How many people around here do you think would be interested in this neighborhood putting up anywhere from $25 to $200 to participate in a food club?
I mean, for that idea, you probably came to the best neighborhood in town. I mean, because we have a local farmers market in Northside, and that's it's typically like every Wednesday during the summer, or every other Wednesday or something. But every time that one of those goes on, there's at least like, I'd say between 50 and 100 people there.
Vendors.
Every time.
You mean vendors?
No, I mean just like the total amount of people there.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's a really big event for such a small neighborhood.
Right.
So, I mean, I think that I don't see any reason why you wouldn't be able to get at least that many for, you know, for the co-op idea.
Do you think we could, we would need around 400 people that would put up $175 to build out in what I think it would take as far as the cost to do everything?
That I'm not sure. I think it would really depend on how you sold it and where you chose to advertise. I mean, because there are definitely like sort of, I think, niche portions of the population in Cincinnati that would be really into that idea. But the trouble is they're all not here, sort of in a central location. They're scattered about.
Well, the real food community idea of real food community centers is to have one for every 1,000 homes. Okay. And paying people to spread the idea. So even just by telling someone else, we have a $36 a year sign-up fee. So, or a sign-up fee of $36, and then every year probably a renewal fee of $36. But our first goal is to have people pay $36, then get into the system that way, and then put up their $25, and then if we're going to put in aquaculture, we're going to put in the refrigeration and other things like that, we would need an average, it's around $70,000 to do all those three things: build a community kitchen, build a aquaculture, and do the refrigeration. And so if we had 400 people, that were participating in that.
And then
You know,
do the dues or whatever also go to like maintaining those facilities?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, actually, it goes to paying the networking force that keeps it operating.
Okay.
So $12 a month goes to Real Food Community for the software and that kind of thing. And then what we would do in the first part of it, $6 of it would go to paying people that are telling others to sign up.
Okay.
So it's self-propelling. You know, so you could make initially $3 for the first 50, and then after 50 on your 51st person, you make $6 for everyone that you sign up or tell about this. And they give $36 to join the Real Food Community, and then they have to put up like $25 or something that puts some capital into the club,
right,
so that we have money to order things at wholesale. And
that
then
makes sense.
then we mark that up a little bit so we can pay the staff, you know, but we only buy what people are ordering, and maybe a little bit extra because, well, you wanted 15 cases of almond butter, but there's a discount when you get 20, and everybody's going to buy almond butter anyway, so we're going to buy that, you know, and so the manager can make decisions on ordering things like that and make it last longer.
Sure.
So that, you know, that's what I'm thinking. And
yeah, I mean, it sounds like a really cool idea.
it sounds to me like, dude, you're going to make more jobs here. Why can't you jump on board with this? And anyway, I don't see why anybody wouldn't. Some people have said, oh, well, private sounds expensive, and you know, it sounds like there's a whole lot of holes in that. There's so many. Yeah, of course there's a whole lot of holes. There's, you know, things that we haven't worked out yet or worked through, and we have to see each neighborhood what they have. So there's still people coming here 6 weeks after it's been closed, and they think they're going to come in and shop.
They just put another grocery store here. What do you think?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Are y'all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind? You don't know?
Well, a private wholesale buying club. So, in other words, would you be interested in this? So, what I'm talking to Miles here about, I'm Michael, and Aaron. What's your name?
Diane.
Diane. So, I'm looking at getting this building for a grocery store, but you buy the things ahead of time for your community. So you go everyone together, you know, you put $25 in the pot or $200 into the pot, whatever it is, whatever you can afford and whatever you normally spend per week. And then we go get a lot healthier foods, and we provide a market like the farmer's market. Do you go to the farmer's market at all?
Yeah.
What do you buy over there?
Just potatoes and stuff, vegetables.
What do you find about the prices over there?
Oh, it's a little high. They are.
What about you?
Where?
You're aware?
No, I said where.
Oh, the farmer's market right over there?
Yeah, they just didn't have a lot of stuff. I ain't into all that.
Yeah.
I'm not into a lot of the vegetables.
Yeah.
Like foreign vegetables and stuff. But
If
they
you,
had, I mean, they got a lot of stuff that you plant too.
right.
So I know I wasn't a planter or anything.
Have you ever had grass-fed beef?
No.
No, me neither.
Do you know anything about that as far as, you know, when you have grass-fed beef, you know what CoQ10 is? CoQ10 is a thing that helps your mitochondria, your cells, produce more energy. It helps with heart disease and a lot of other things. And there's 5 times more CoQ10 in grass-fed beef than there is in corn-fed beef.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and lots of other nutrients.
Tonight when I get back on the computer. But I hope they put something here in Niceville, because, you know, you're saying buy it and they pay for it and then come back and get it. You might have a problem with that.
Right. Well, that's what I want to ask you guys about. I mean, so
You might have a big problem with that.
if we're going to get cheaper food, that's higher quality food, we have to put money up in ahead of time, and then we'll order some big box items, you know, some candies and other things that whatever you're ordering, whoever's ordering, we'll buy those in cases, and then it marks up a little bit, and you have the managers that are making some money that are staffing this, you know, would have to be paid. And then you guys also, by spreading the word to other people, you could be paid and getting other people enrolled in it. So that could be an income for you, or it can be a discount on your groceries. Maybe it's just a little bit.
So when would you be back? I'm on my way to work.
When will we start it?
Yeah.
Well, I'm at the beginning right now.
Okay.
So this video is I'm going to cut this video up a lot. Maybe I'll take out the sound and show pictures of the building while we're talking or something like that.
Okay.
And but here I'll give you a card, and if you will email me, do you use email?
Yeah.
If you go there and email me, then you can get on the email list and find out what we're planning about it.
Okay.
Tomorrow night there's a meeting over at the center, the community center.
Okay.
So
So
we're gonna need like some janitors and cashiers and stuff.
oh yeah, but everybody is self-employed. So you call your own hours, you do your own, you say what your pay is going to be.
Somebody will like this.
I would think so. So, you have to work together, so we put out an email and say, this is what I have in my survey. You can actually go to that website and go on the community building page and then click on the first link there, and it goes to a survey that I'm working on right now. And that's one of the things is, when do you want to come pick your food up? So we find out, when do we have to have people here? We're not going to have people here all around the clock if people are only going to come 6 o'clock on Mondays, So that's one thing that helps us cut costs. So, but if you can afford to put in $50 or put money up ahead of time, and you see the sense of doing that, you can see how you can make your own job in the system. That's what we're talking about. So
I'll get on the site and just look it up and stuff.
yeah, and send me an email, and you can be one of the first ones to get paid for spreading the word.
Okay.
So
Sound better.
yes, sir. Alrighty.
All right, thanks.
Sounds good. I am from the east side of Cincinnati, New Richmond area.
Okay.
So, yeah. And I come down here every other week and deliver food,
Okay.
like eggs and milk and raw milk and stuff like that. So, do you get raw milk? Do you know about it?
I actually used to serve stuff with raw milk at a cafe I used to work at, Aquarius Star. And then we also had like a lot of Snowville products, like the non-homogenized milk and stuff
Right,
like that.
right.
That's what we used to make all of our like lattes and stuff.
Right,
So I'm a little bit familiar with it. I'm not a foodie or anything.
right.
An ex-girlfriend of mine was really into all that stuff, so
Okay.
some of it kind of rubbed up on me. But I definitely do think that, especially in like lower income areas and in more urban areas, I think that it's going to have to start becoming more of a priority to make healthy food more readily available, and not have it be such like an elitist commodity.
Yeah. What about the affordability? It just costs more to do, like I just said, grass-fed.
Well, absolutely,
because they got to pay for the land and all that. It's not subsidized.
And that is something that's obviously like a big part of the issue. But I think the main problem right now is that a lot of people just don't know that quality food isn't even available.
Yeah.
And I feel like probably entire generations of people in this country alone have suffered because of that
Right.
lack of knowledge.
Yeah. And I don't even know if they know it,
Right.
what they're suffering from.
Right.
So that's a task,
Diabetes, high blood pressure, or hypertension, cancer, all those things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Obesity. Because I think in a lot of places like this, it's just a lot easier for them to put in like a KFC, Pizza Hut, Taco Bell gas station than
And people come to it, spend a little bit of money, get sick, not know what it's from, all that crap. So, yeah. So what do you know about this building? Is the building in good shape?
The very few times I've been in, it seemed okay. It always looked kind of like it almost kind of like felt like a time capsule, like from like the 80s or something. Like it just looked kind of dated.
Right.
And it was always just kind of like dirty.
Right.
And depressing.
Yeah.
Like it was never like a nice place to go. Like ever.
Yeah.
And like this, like the people who worked here were always just sort of seemed like circus animals. Like they're just really like depressed and like didn't want to be there. You know.
So are there some creatives around here in Northside? Of course.
Yeah.
Creatives around here that would spruce it up and make it look cool?
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, there's no end to those kind of people around here. I mean, yeah. I mean, you have DAP, which is the College of Design, Architecture, Art, and Planning at UC. So, I mean, there's a few thousand artists right there. We'd probably love to help.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it seems like, you know, you could actually execute that idea fairly easily. I mean, it seems like you have a good idea, you know, and a good way of going about it. So I don't think you should have any trouble if that's, you know, actually what you want to do.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, start canvassing the neighborhood and tell them, you know, here, go to this website. I don't have the thing set up yet the way I want it to do that, but as soon as we start collecting, you know, get the PayPal account set up and other things, so we start having those $36 come in, who told you about this, pay those people, and I think it'll go like wildfire.
Definitely.
I think we'll have too many people. But,
hopefully.
So
I mean, it seems like it could only help the neighborhoods.
Yeah, yeah. So, well, cool. Thanks.
Is there a car coming?
No. Oh.
Yeah, just, I mean, I read that, and just, there's a rail down there, that yellow rail. So just...
Oh, by the dock thing?
Yeah, just trying to work on tricks and stuff. I mean, this thing is perfect, this little asphalt thing.
So if we put things over there, it'd be safer. Or that end of the parking lot.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of weird, like, just kind of having hope that there isn't a car coming. But, I mean...
Pretty safe
it's
most
just
of the
something
time.
I've gotten used to.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I've been riding for like, since 2001. Is there a car coming?
No. Oh.
Yeah, just, I mean, I read that, and just, there's a rail down there, that yellow rail. So just...
Oh, by the dock thing?
Yeah, just trying to work on tricks and stuff. I mean, this thing is perfect, this little asphalt thing.
So if we put things over there, it'd be safer. Or that end of the parking lot.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of weird, like, just kind of having hope that there isn't a car coming. But, I mean...
Pretty safe
it's
most
just
of the
something
time.
I've gotten used to.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I've been riding for like, since 2001. So...
Do kids skateboard here?
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
It's not as good for skateboarding because like there's always like a lot of like loose rocks and like garbage and stuff.
Yeah.
But I have seen a few people skate over here and also in that lot.
Yeah.
But I typically try to ride, like I typically like always try to go out and find stuff that's vacant. So I don't have to worry about getting like the cops called and stuff.
Right, right. But if we could have like a little membership thing. See, the problem is you always have these liability issues if somebody gets hurt, right?
Yeah.
So how to overcome that, and then everybody has an agreement. All right, I'm not going to sue you if I break my head open. All right, we're going to take care of each other.
Yeah.
But we're not going to put a good thing out of business because somebody was stupid.
Yeah.
And
well, and that's kind of it's funny that you say that because it's kind of like in terms of like BMX and skateboarding, like that's kind of, I mean, it has happened, but usually like we're like as a community we're all very good about like taking responsibility for what we choose to do.
Yeah.
And like I don't think I've ever heard anyone say like, oh, I fell on someone's handrail, I'm gonna sue them. It's like, well, it's clearly your fault. Like, you know, there's no reason to, you know, fuck someone else over just because you fell, you know.
Exactly.
But yeah, and that's why I like riding in vacant spots because it's like, you know, you can just stay as long as you want. You don't have to worry about the cops. And it's like, I've been arrested for this before, and it's just weird, you know, because like a lot of people like to consider it a sport or whatever, and it's totally not, because it's like, can you get arrested for playing football? No, you know, it's like it's not a sport. It's just its own little weird thing, I guess.
yeah.
But
That's
yeah.
that could be cool.